Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are doing the first part in my new series, called Kpop Throwback. Since I only created this channel in October 2019, there were many releases I wanted to talk about, but had no platform to do so. Therefore throughout these videos I will be looking back at older releases, comparing my opinion of them, when they were released, and what I think of them now. I hope you enjoy it, and if you do, make sure to like, and leave a comment to help the algorithm, as well as subscribe for Kpop videos twice a week. I would love to have you in our family. Without any more rambling, let's just get into it, and review jhope's first mixtape Hope World. I don't exactly remember whether this mixtape was announced long in advance or not, but most of us didn't know what to expect from him at all. At the time he really didn't produce a lot of BTS's songs on his own, if any even, so getting a feel for his style was nearly impossible. It was all left to a surprise, yet somehow it was exactly what you would imagine for him to put out. J-Hope stands out in many ways, even as a performer, which he likely transferred into his mixtape. During his delivery, be it vocals or rap, he tends to add many so-called noises, as well as jumps from one way of delivering to verse into another in a matter of a second. He makes it look so easy, man. We can spot that style in the mixtape all throughout, and it's what many people love about him the most. Including me. As a producer he uses mostly funky, upbeat type of melodies, that tend to uplift your mood really quickly, which lasts a while. At least it did with me. Not hype songs or anything. More songs that get stuck in your head because of the groovy rhythm they have, and you just can't get them out. J-Hope as a producer is extremely hard to describe, because as soon as you hear a song that is his own individual work, you will recognize it. Keep in mind Disease from BTS's latest album B as we go on with this video, and then at the end, think about whether it could be placed on this mixtape and fit perfectly, or not. Hello to my whole world. This is Singing Girl. We open up the mixtape with Hope World, the song that this whole mixtape is clearly named by, and serves as some type of fan introduction. Introduction to the type of delivery and melody we can expect to hear in remaining songs. He stuck true to that, I must admit. But anyways, back to the actual song itself. It has everything I just told you about earlier. He plays around with his mostly vocal delivery a lot, but keeps it consistent enough to not get messy. There are some small noises here and there, but definitely not as many as we hear later on. The melody is catchy, and especially in the bridge gets super groovy, which hooks you to listen to the rest of the mixtape. It's that song I personally pull up when I need to feel better. It has that effect on you, and I personally enjoy it, since very first listen, and up to today's very day. This is personally the one and only skip for me on this entire album. I didn't like this song when I first heard it, and I still don't. I wouldn't say it's bad in any way, because he doesn't step away from his signature style at all, but it's more on a basic side. Everything he usually puts into his songs is toned down a notch or two in this song. The melody stays stagnant throughout the entire thing and barely changes at the chorus. It also fails to deliver the catchiness, which would get stuck in your head for longer and therefore make you want to listen to it more. I think he tried to deliver this song as the more general public friendly, compared to the other ones, and it did work well. Many people are obsessed with this song, which I'm glad, because it's truly not bad. I just can't seem to connect to it on any level, despite the absolutely amazing message it holds. I'm glad he didn't stick to this, and already in this next song, came back to his style full on. Daydream. The main title track Daydream. She is an interesting girl, I must say. When it was first released I was literally replaying it non-stop for days, almost obsessively. Now that I look back at it, it was mostly because I felt obligated to like everything BTS members put out, and felt scared not to stream or listen to something by them all the time. I have grown from that mentality fairly quickly after that, thanks God. I would put this once again under the It's Okay category. It has way more catchiness than the previous track, it includes more of his usual signature element, yet it somehow still holds back. It's unique enough to stand out as his own, but it could also be given to someone else, and they would be able to make it happen, if you know what I'm trying to say. I wish he went a bit more out there with the title track as he did, or for Hope World, to be the title track instead. I think it would have worked even better. I don't dislike Daydream, it just doesn't wow me in any way, which is sad. Here comes the biggest shame of this entire mixtape. Not because it's a bad song in any way, but because it's literally such a bop, but only a minute and a half long. J-Hope said in his V-Live that he didn't expect for people to enjoy this song as much, so he kind of intended for it to be a transitional song from one part of the mix but to the second, which is why it's only this short. He did an amazing job at pulling together grooviness and hip rap-based vibes. It's overall a very catchy song that without a doubt stays on your mind for hours after. I remember the first time I heard it, I literally couldn't get it out of my head for the entire day and kept replaying it over and over again. I wish it was at least 3 minutes long, because he could progress and build it into something even more amazing. But hey, he knows what he's doing and why he produced the songs the way he did, so we should trust him with his choice. But yeah, my opinion on this masterpiece didn't change in the slightest over 3 years and I don't think it ever will. It's one of the best songs to come from under his fingers, and I hope to hear many similar songs in the future. Remember everything we talked about before when it comes to his style? Yeah, he went full out on this track with all of them. I won't talk about the person featured because we don't support him, so let's act like he doesn't exist. Hosiark shows everything he has in terms of delivery. From a very slow-paced, on-beat, groovy rap, to full-out hardcore rap at the very end of the song, which is also my favorite part by the way. At the end you would normally expect a chorus with maybe some added beats to separate it from other choruses, but instead we are given slower-paced, hip-hop influenced bridge, which then continues until the song finishes. It's more and more aggressive, until he basically cuts it off by saying Bangtan. So unexpected, so unique, yet doesn't feel rushed, like most songs with abrupt ending do. He also included many background noises to enhance the melody and progress the story. I personally enjoyed it since first listen, and I enjoy it even more now, mostly because of the old hip-hop influence, as well as J-Hope's deep-ass voice. We have to appreciate it, because we don't hear it often. Subtitle track Airplane. Honestly, this should be the main title track, because oh my god, it's so damn good. At the time we had no idea that they will in the future produce a second part of this with a Latin influence, but let me tell you. Both are brilliant and timeless bops. I love how Hosiark has the same verse in both songs, yet he delivers them completely differently to fit the vibe. It just shows how diverse and talented he is. We stan an all-rounded idol you guys. Anyways, back to the song. What's the most interesting here is that this is a very first track on this mixtape where he fully leaned into a darker melody. The funky vibe from before is almost completely gone, and it's less bright. Not to be mistaken as sad, but it's more serious for sure and hip-hop based once again. Since he is dissing his haters, this makes sense. The music video showcases everything very well as well. His badass, confident side, along with the dreamy melody really hits differently. Since day one I was obsessed with it, and although I listen to it less now than I used to, it's still my favorite song by him. Okay, get ready for an emotional rant. You know how with each artist there is usually this one song that you listen to, and it just reminds you of how much this artist means to you? Yeah, Blue Side is that song for me when it comes to Hosiark. The melody is absolutely stunning. It's dreamy, relaxing and calming, which I always use when I feel anxious or stressed out. His voice on this track is also beyond beautiful and makes me emotional as hell. Like I literally tear up every damn time I listen to it. I wish once again it was longer, but I just listened to it on repeat for an hour and we are good. His best song hands down, and I really hope he has another one with a similar vibe on his second mixtape, which I'm sure he's been working on for years now. Everything about this man is just perfect. Okay, I adore him to death. Although this is not my favorite mixtape by BTS's rap line, it definitely stood the test of time extremely well. Most of the songs I still enjoy just as much, if not more than I did, when I first heard them. I'm glad he got to shine as individual artist and showcase his unique style, which doesn't shine in BTS's songs very much. I enjoy him as a producer, and as an artist a lot, so I hope to hear much more from his. Maybe already this year? Let's manifest you all. Anyways, this is all I have for today's video guys, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and comment your opinions down below to help the algorithm, as well as subscribe for more K-pop content twice a week. I will see you again very soon in a brand new video. Bye bye, I love you all so much. Savage!